Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's have a look at some of the stocks on the move today here in Europe. I'm Caroline Hepker with Lizzie Burden, and we're joined by Bloomberg reporter Chloe Millay. Good to speak to you. All eyes on oil today as we get more details about the situation between Venezuela and the United States. How is the oil sector responding in Europe, especially BP?
Well, it's really weak across the board this morning for those oil companies. So BP is in the red, but also Eni, Total Energy, etc., all in the red this morning. And as you said, this is all to do with this situation in Venezuela. So Trump has said that Venezuela would relinquish $2.8 billion worth of oil to the US. So that announcement has sent oil prices falling, and therefore also the shares of oil majors. It's worth noting that the amount of oil that we're talking about is important politically, but it's actually fairly small economically. So this actually won't meaningfully alter the supply in the market. But of course, from the standpoint of what is Trump going to do with Venezuela and how much influence does he really want over the country, it is a big deal. And it's also a big blow to China, given that that is a country that was previously the top buyer of Venezuelan oil. And in addition to that, we also had ABC reporting that the White House is demanding that Venezuela reduce its economic ties to countries like China, Russia, Iran and Cuba, and also that it partners exclusively with the US on oil production. So there's a lot of moving parts in this story. It continues to kind of move different sectors, but for now, oil companies seem to be part of the losers.
Now, Chloe, here are two words I like to hear together: airlines and upgrades. It seems Lufthansa's had two.
Yeah, absolutely. Lufthansa's having a pretty good day today. It was double upgraded at Morgan Stanley, and analysts said that it was among the top 5 transport stocks to own in 2026. So you heard it here first. The reason why the analysts are so optimistic on Lufthansa is because of the turnaround program. So that's a program that it started in 2024 and it's going to run through to 2028. And it includes a plan to reduce about 4,000 jobs across the group and kind of cut costs more generally, and also going towards a more premium offering. So that upgrade that you were talking about, Lizzie. So it's a company that's dealt with a lot of disruption from labor groups as well, but there's also now new agreements. There's still union pressure for Lufthansa. That's not fully gone away. But what analysts think is that there's definite kind of tailwinds for that company in 2026, and the turnaround plan is really paying off there.
Declining today is a company that makes climate controls for data centers, Munters.
Yeah.
Why?
So this is part of a broader story on all of those companies, that sector that provides cooling technologies to data centers. And that is because the CEO of Nvidia said yesterday that it would be possible to cool the racks with the next generation chips from Nvidia using water at a temperature that actually does not require a water chiller. So cooling technologies have been a really important part of data center infrastructure because servers heat up massively. But now it seems that we have a high profile CEO really questioning how much need there will be for this equipment going forward. And therefore, we are seeing some weakness there across that space. Interestingly, Schneider Electric, which also provides those technology, the shares did not suffer on this, perhaps because it provides a wider range of things as well. For Munters, this is really important because they're really specialized in those cooling technologies. So it will be interesting to see if and how they pivot on the back of this.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.